Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Brevard Sports Network 14U action here on the network. Quarterback's going to hand off, and it's going to be Liam Mick, your quarterback. Number 12, Liam Mick is your quarterback. Kai Farmer got injured last week against the Palm Bay Rockets. So he's currently sitting in concussion. Mick with the toss. There's number 9. That's I believe that's Blake Manar. Nope, that's Kentia Jefferson. Jefferson with the run, picks up a nice gain there, and that'll bring up first down for the Hawks in plus territory. Come on, like I know I have a 14U roster for New Smyrna. They sent it to me. Next week, you'll see me with the Flagler Titans and the SUNTREE VIERA Hawks in Flagler, or at the Flagler Titans. And there's the handoff, and he'll fight his way forward. Number 15, the ball carrier. It's Javar Cowell. Pick up a nice little gain of 3 yards on the play. Second and 7 here. Mick under center. Mick got to roll out. He's going to take it. He's getting himself positive yardage, and he'll be slung down. TT Lexi watching from Illinois. Corey Nelson, let's go Hawks. And because of the penalty, that's going to be an additional 15 yards. Sends a man in motion. They are sitting, and that's going to be a free 5 yards. And that's going to be 5 yards. The inside handoff, and there he goes, cutting upfield. It's going to be number 15, Jamar, or number 15, Jamar Cowell. Picks up positive yardage, and it'll be first down inside the Chrissy Limback real estate expert red zone. Mick under center. Mick, they're going to go right up the middle. And Jamar Cowell, he's a force it's going to be tough to bring him down. He's one that will wear you down all game long, as teams have found out. 6:06 left to go here in the first quarter. They got that split back. And now this is Liam Mick. Liam Mick trying to get to the outside. Mick turns the corner, lowers the shoulder, escorted out of bounds. Brantley Cameron escorts Liam Mick out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. And I'll tell you what, Liam Mick is one of those tough players that, you know, if you had to put an athlete back there at quarterback, he's the one you want. He's going to bring that grit. He's going to bring that toughness to the quarterback position. First and goal from the 2-yard line. And this is where this offense thrives, right here. And little bit of a mix-up. He reaches across. Touchdown, SUNTREE VIERA. Liam Mick with the touchdown reach out. What a beautiful drive, beautiful opening drive for the SUNTREE VIERA Hawks. They came out and did exactly what they wanted to do. Zachary Gay set to kick the 2-point kick. The holder, Liam Mick, the quarterback. And SUNTREE's got to run somebody on late. That one is up and blocked. And a late flag comes in. Personal foul on the Cudas. So that's going to move the kickoff up. Wait, but if the play, they said it happened during the play. So they're going to get another shot to kick this one. And Zachary Gay. High snap. And once again, pressure comes right up the middle. And that's something that's got to get shored up. You can't have inside pressure like that. Number 2, Mr. Cameron with the block kick. But the Hawks put 6 points on the board on their opening drive. Time to see what the Cudas 14U's got to offer. That touchdown brought to you by Natwick Insurance. If it can be covered by insurance, boat, car, renter, any sort of insurance that you could need, Natwick Insurance has you covered. Eric Natwick, a great friend of the Brevard Sports Network, has helped us out, and he's the one you want on your insurance team when trying to win the game. All right, so clarification. You in a punt, in extra points, you cannot touch the helmet of the center. Brantley Cameron and Mr. Roberts back deep to recover, deep to return for the 14U Cudas. Gay set to kick this ball off. And it'll be a squib kick with a nice high bounce there at the end. And he had some running room, and he will be tracked down by number 9. That's Kentia Jefferson Jr. on the tackle. we I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I'm not just saying that because I've hung out with him. I'm saying it purely based off his work. We need more PA announcers like the one here for New Smyrna Beach. Upon even just talking to him yesterday, he gets what youth football should be. He's been around the block, and him and I were talking about a lot of the great athletes that have come through Brevard County. He's played against he's coached against the Noah Floreses of the world, OC Brothers of the world. Again, I could go on a list of about 35, 40 different athletes we were talking about yesterday that have come through Brevard County and come from here in Volusia County. A lot of great athletes that have gone and played on Saturdays and Sundays. Again, as we're here, 4:52 left to go. I'm sorry, let me get it. An equipment warning given out to the teams. That full house. And Dante Woods with a powerful run of his own. Number 1 looks to be the quarterback. That's Benjamin Knowles in at quarterback for the Cudas. Bring up second down for the Cudas. 2nd and 5. This game looks like it might just come down to who can overpower who, because that was a powerful downhill run. That full house backfield. And he hands it off inside, and bada boom. There goes another 5-6 yard carry. Dante Woods. That will be enough for a cruisecoach.com first down. Rich Brzezinski and the Cruise is the Cruise coach, an MCC alumni, and he is an advisor that will get you the best time on a cruise for the best price. He will make sure you have the best time for the money that you spend. And there's a false start. PA announcers said Kuda's just Michael Jackson moonwalked backwards. And Knowles fires. He's got a completion, and it will be behind the line of scrimmage. That Hawks defense. Reception made by number 5, Aaron Shore. Once again, that linebacking core for the Hawks. And there's Knowles. Knowles fires, and another underneath route. And that one, that's a tackle. That's Liam Mick coming up and making the tackle. Again, I told you, that's a kid that loves contact. His father, very, very proud father. Repping 7U Hawks from home in Viera. Thank you very much. And once again, the Cudas having to run somebody on late. Bring everybody in. That's going to be a handoff. And once again, that Hawks defense back there to meet him in the hole. He might have gotten a yard there on the push. Corey Nelson, appreciate the broadcasting this. Watch your grandson. All right. Ah, of course. Got him. Luke DeGraff, always a pleasure to see your name pop up on a broadcast. Lexi Bexy, number 32. Watch number 32, that's Carter Martinez. That's who you're watching from Illinois. Again, folks, we are an interactive broadcast. When I get a chance to look down in between plays, I'll shout you out in the comments, and that's going to bring out a punt team. And once again, Liam Mick. Mick tries to cut back. He's got some room now. He cuts upfield. Get north, kid. And yes, he does. And it'll be taken out about the 44, 45-yard line. And that's where the Hawks will start 1st and 10. Theresa Nelson says, let's go, Hawks. And honestly, there's nowhere else we'd rather be. I love getting a chance to give these athletes the platform they deserve to shine and show off Brevard County's best. And that's not just pertaining to just this organization. It's just we are a full believer in Brevard County. We have a whole lot of talent that we're blessed to cover all the time. And there he is again, number 9, making people miss. And that's Kentia Jefferson Jr. Every time he hears his name call, he waves up to the PA announcer. That's great. Hey, you know what? That's how you make sure everyone knows exactly who you are. I like it. And that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. SUNTREE VIERA Hawks 6, Cudas 0. We'll be back with second quarter action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
Thank you, Alan, for bringing us back there. We got Casey Jackson, who says, let's go, Cudas. Welcome, Kate. Welcome, Casey. I hope you're able to enjoy the broadcast on this beautiful Sunday morning. Referee said, hey, guys, we got to get on different sides of the line here. We got this. Fresh 10 on the clock. And there's the direct snap. Number 45 says he found himself a hole, and then he'll hand out some stiff arms for birthday presents. Number 45, Luke Espinal. Espinal with a nice run there. There's the snap, and that's Jefferson Jr. And Cudas. That time, get the big stop there at the line of scrimmage. And here they go. They got Mr. Espinal. And Espinal, that time with a little spin move. And Espinal just, he's one of those, he knows when you run the football, those legs are just continuously churning. There, you saw one spin move. He showed the tiniest bit of a flash. We got Connie Mick joining the broadcast. Hope you were able to see Liam score his touchdown earlier. And number 14 has got some open room, and he gets tracked down from behind with a touchdown-saving tackle. Ezon Ross. Dean Blackwell brings him down from behind. And Espinal again. Ball. The near side judge, the near side judge had a clear path, saw him. He said it and he was down, so he is down. Grandma for Liam's grandma. That's Miss Connie Mick. Again, I hope you were able to catch his touchdown earlier in the first quarter. Number 14, that's Ross, and Ross making sure two hands on that football. As the Cuda's defense, they're trying to strip. They're trying to make these runners fear carrying the football. But I can tell you what their coaches told them all week in practice. Two hands on the football at all times. And there's Espinal. Espinal with a giant hole. You let him get his steam. And he's finally brought down. And Espinal down on the ground. And Espinal being helped off the field. Bit hobbled. And unfortunately for this 14U Hawk team, injuries have struck to key positions. Last week, due to a concussion against the Palm Bay Rockets, the starting quarterback, Kai Farmer, was taken out via a concussion. And Espinal being helped off the field. And we hope it's nothing serious, and we hope we get to see him back on the field. And Jefferson. No, there's a fumble. Ball came out, and the Cudas say they have it. And the referees agree. So first down for the Cudas as they force a turnover. So the Cudas offense got some traveling to do. Might want to give Rich Brzezinski, the Cruise coach, a call to get limitless travel on to try to help them navigate their way to the end zone. And tight formation. Checking in is number 77 for the Cudas. That's Dalton Warat. Full house backfield. And try handing it off down there to the left side. Number 24. I don't have a 24 on my roster. So second down here, and goodness gracious. Mason McCauley in at quarterback, and that was number 34 who ran it. That was Mike Eckler. Mike Eckler on the carry. Oh, and that brings up fourth down, and that's a punt. That'll be taken by Mick. Mick caught trying to figure out where he wanted to go mid-juke, and Liam Mick will be tackled. Officials timeout, water break. And Blackwell there on the tackle. That is exactly how you teach perfect open field tackling. Wrap him around the hips and take him to the ground. So while they take a timeout, I'm also going to take a timeout, grab myself a drink of water. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, here we go, folks. Here we go. Mick in the gun. He's going to roll left. Mick fires, incomplete. But there's a late flag that comes in. Let's find the white hat. Didn't see what the call was. It's a sideline warning for the Cudas. That's the first for the 14U Cudas. There's the handoff. Number 15 for the Hawks, Jamar Cowell. Number 15 needing to be taken out. He's coming off kind of. There's a snap. Mick steps up, fires. Off the hands. of his receiver. Number 47 on the deflection there for the Cudas. It's going to bring up 4th down for the SUNTREE VIERA Hawks. Right there on the 38-yard line of the Cudas. Fires deep downfield and over the middle. Broken up there. Number 5 came up on. That's Aaron Shore. Turnover on downs for the Cudas. I mean, that was a great play there made by Aaron Shore. Jump with him at the same time. Don't try to go for the pick. Just knock it down, and that's all he did is just knocked it out and off target. .225 left to go here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. There's the handoff. And Mr. Shore now with the carry. Second down here for the Cudas. Now, who moved first? I think it's going to be a false start. False start on the offense. Going to be a 5-yard penalty. We'll repeat, second down. But now it's second down and 13. There's the handoff to the back. And he found a hole. He's got room to run and tackled. And that's going to be a horse collar. Liam Mick, unfortunately, is going to get tagged with a horse collar tackle. Timeout called by the Hawks. That's going to be an additional 15 yards, and that's not the direction the Hawks defense wants to be moving. And so that 15 yards is going to put them deep inside Hawk territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Defense has got to hold stout here. 59 seconds left to go in the second quarter. It was about this time in the last game that we had to stop yesterday due to Mother Nature telling us to leave. And Bounces to the outside. That's Aaron Shore. And Shore, again, Aaron Shore is one of those workhouse players that every coach loves. Wait, who called a timeout? Shore, the deep back. Quarterback under center. And Knowles gives it to Shore, and Shore finds his way around to the outside, gets pulled by his jersey. Number 4 with the touchdown saving tackle. That's Jameer Cowell. Coming back, probably gonna. I'd say they're gonna run the same way, and they're going again. And Shore. Jefferson Jr. still celebrates. Celebrates, heard his name called, points at the PA guy. And by the way, he also celebrated from a seated position. He's, yeah. You know, and you know what that is? That's just a kid being a kid at that point. They may be 14U, but they're still kids. Second and 1 at the 10. Second and 1 at actually about the 9. Oh, the 9 is where they got to get to get a first down. The ball is placed on the 10. So here we go. Shore in the backfield. Knowles under center. Knowles gives it to Shore, and Shore will be tackled as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to call basically NASCAR red, NASCAR red. Same play, other side, same play, opposite. And there's a stiff arm. They're going to give him forward progress. That's going to be Akuda's first down. It's first and goal, New Smyrna Beach. But there's a flag on the play. All sorts of crazy things happening. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. That's going to be a half the distance penalty. That's going to be first and goal. Ball placed at the 4-yard line. First and goal from the 4. And I'll tell you what, anybody who knows anything about football knows exactly where this ball's going. Yup, right there. They're going to try to push Knowles. They're pushing the pile. They're pushing it. Down at about the 2 or 1 yard line. And the Hawks defense comes up with a goal line stand. And that will end the first half. Wow, what a game these two guys have been playing down at the... I'll be honest, that's not the call I had in mind. I mean, Aaron Shore has been picking up 5-6 yards a play almost every time he touches the football, except for the exception of one play. But again, I'm not here to question coaching. I'm just here to bring you all the broadcast. We'll be back in 10 minutes here on the Brevard Sports Network. And we are back live here for second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network YouTube page. And fresh 10 on the about another minute and a half till halftime ends. Want to go ahead and give a big shout out to everyone who's jumped on and hung out with me at any point at all this weekend, whether it be any time of the day yesterday, any time today. Appreciate you. Want to give everyone a heads up. Next week, Brevard Sports Network heads to the Flagler Titans. Yes, the Flagler Titans have a contract with the Brevard Sports Network. And ironically, guess what? Their first home game that Brevard Sports Network is covering is against the SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS. So you'll see the SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS next week here on the Brevard Sports Network YouTube page. I myself will be making the trip over to the Flagler Titans. And as they take on the SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS. So, Hawks fans, you'll get a chance to see your Hawks again next week. If you cannot make it, if you can make it out to Flagler, I heavily recommend it. If not, know the BSN has you covered all day long next Saturday, the 6th of Go Hawks from Satellite Beach Fire Department. Scott Manning, absolutely. Go number 88. And, of course, you must be talking about Hudson Manning. So far, the only thing that separates us right now, a Liam Mick touchdown run. That's the only thing that separates us here in the first quarter. Appreciate you for your service, Mr. Scott Manning. Being a first responder, thank you very much for your service and what you do for the community. Zachary Gay set to kick this one off for the Hawks. Oh, wow. Oh, ball's on the ground. Hawks recover. Hawks recover the onside kick. And you know what? Guess what, Mr. Manning? You just spoke it. Hudson Manning recovers the onside kick. That ought to make Dad proud. It's funny that I just read his dad's comment on the broadcast as he sits from the Satellite Beach Fire Department watching this one. And then, next thing you know, his son recovers the onside kick and gives SUNTREE VIERA the ball back to start the second half. And it looks like it's going to be number 9, Jefferson Jr., who's going to take the direct snap. And Robinson and Bernard coming in for the Cudas. And now there's number 14, runs into his own lineman. His own lineman runs into him twice. That's Izan Ross. I'll tell you what, he will be yelling at his lineman saying, "Stop trying to go backwards on me and just go forward and go find work." I had a chance to be coached by a legendary offensive line coach and a legendary head coach of the Rockledge Raiders, Coach Chuck Wood. And he always told us, if you miss a block, trust your athlete's going to make the guy miss and go find more work. Man in motion, the snap. Mick is going to step up, and he's going to go get his own yardage. There's a little hurdle, and Liam Mick dragging the pile. He's taken down at about the CUDA 40-yard line. And there's an injured Hawk on the play. Gonna move the camera away. Referee's telling both. Upon watching the play, he got buried underneath the pot. I think he just might have accidentally got stepped on, and that is one of the worst feelings, having a cleat go step on you at any point. He was in the middle of the pile, and he went to the ground. When he went to the ground, I think he might have gotten stepped on in a place or two. Ankle might have got stepped on, foot might have got stepped on accidentally, and he's being helped. And that's I think big number 88, Hudson Manning, unfortunately being helped off the field. That's now the second Hawk that's had to have been helped off the field. Actually, that's the third Hawk. We've had now 3 different Hawks either get stepped on or have some sort of leg injury. There's the inside handoff. Number 15, Jamar Cowell, takes the handoff, and Cowell comes back as the running back. Fumbles the snap. Mick fakes the pitch, and Mick is going to get wrapped up and taken down. Number 23 for the CUDAs was the one that comes in, makes the tackle. It's Weston Brewer. And the ball will 3rd and 9. Mick with the toss. And he's met and wrapped up in great stand there by that Barracuda defense. And it's going to be 4th and about 12 for the Hawks. .5:24 left to go here in the third quarter. I'd like to thank the Total Spine and Orthopedic scoreboard you see at the top of your screen. Minimally invasive spine surgeries. Give them a call, find out all the information about Total Spine Orthopedics. Information at the top of your screen. Mick fires. He's taking a shot deep downfield, and it is knocked down and knocked away. Great coverage by the corner. That was a one-on-one matchup, and corner one there, I believe it's number 5 who was on the coverage. Check that. That's Dean Blackwell, number 6 for the CUDAs on the pass breakup. So a drive that started because of a fumbled onside kick results in no points, and a good stand by that CUDA defense, who's only had one bad drive, and the bad drive for the CUDA defense was the opening possession. It seems like they've gotten a read now on the Hawks and have come out in the second half really, really keyed into what they're doing. So a great job by the coaching staff making adjustments on the sideline in between drives, getting a chance to talk to those that are on defense that aren't on offense, talking to them, finding out what they're seeing, and making coaching adjustments. Full house backfield. And number 34 will get dropped in the backfield. The first one there, I believe, is that 50. Carter Martinez is the one who shoots in the backfield and dropped that play before it got started. I mean, there is not a safety back there. Everyone's coming. Play action. And oh, what a catch. What a catch. And that's going to be 15 yards for taunting. Ray Werrick. That's going to be a taunting penalty. That'll be 15 yards backwards. You know that. They say run the clock, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Looks, fires, and breaks a tackle. He's got room to run. He makes another man miss. Big fella's going downfield, and he's tackled inside the 25-yard line. .34. Micken Eckler with the big completion and the run after catch, putting the CUDAs in great field position. But guess what? There's another flag on the play. But holding called on the play. And right now for the CUDAs, it's one step. For the CUDAs right now, it's one step forward, 15 yards back. Again, you have the celebration penalty you had there. Now you have a big gain. That gets brought back due to a holding. Mr. Knowles calls for the snap. Knowles is under duress. He's looking downfield trying to find something, and he'll be taken out of bounds and escorted by number 55. Aiden Wasserman comes in with the tackle and escorting number 14, Mason McCauley. Out of bounds. .322 left to go here in the third quarter. And the punting unit will come out. Timeout called by New Smyrna. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors who have made it possible for this live broadcast. We'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics. We'd like to thank Chrissy Limbeck. We'd like to thank the Cruise coach, Rich Brzezinski. We would like to thank Dean Stewart Photography, who will be there to capture every moment, whether it's the first picture day, high school graduation, or putting on a team uniform on. I'd also like to give a big shout out to the SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS, who reached out and made sure the broadcasts were taken care of here in New Smyrna. Originally, BSN didn't have anything on the schedule this weekend, but as soon as they heard it, they reached out to us. We reached out to New Smyrna Beach. The president, Mr. Zach, and I can't think of his last name at the moment, Mr. Zach granted us permission for BSN to come stream youth football here. So we'd like to thank the organization of New Smyrna Beach for being so welcoming to the Brevard Sports Network. There's not a lot of organizations that have, at least outside of the county, that have been as welcoming. So they said, yes, come on over. We would love to have you. They put me in a beautiful spot in the press box, kept me dry yesterday. And, again, to all involved, thank you, because this is fun for me. This is what I love doing. There's the snap and a nice punt. Line drive punt. There's Liam Mick. Mick trying to get to the outside. Tries to slip out of a tackle. Beautiful job on the I mean, are they going to call unnecessary roughness on the tackle? Unsportsmanlike conduct. All right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like the fact that Liam got, brought down on his head and neck area. Let me be clear about that. But I mean, unless the whistle was blown and he did it after the whistle, I couldn't hear the whistle. Another flag is thrown. And it was someone on the New Smyrna Beach sideline that's now been tossed from the sideline. And now with that's now 30 yards in penalties. So someone from the New Smyrna Beach sideline said something to the ref. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Coach turning around to the fans, telling them, don't be insulting the refs, because that can incur another penalty. So that's 30 yards in penalties right there. So the Hawks have excellent starting field position for this drive. Mick sends a man in motion. And Mick is going to get to the outside. Mick trying to turn the corner. Liam Mick will get escorted out of bounds. Almost runs there right into Josh Vasquez of Big Hits Live. I hope he shows me the picture he got there because that ought to have been a good picture. Mick under center, and he's going to hand off number 52 back in the game. Number 25 gets it's Dylan Gattier on the play. That was Aiden Wasserman on the carry. Good to see Wasserman back in the field of play. Number 15 in at running back, as well as they're going to go with the inside handoff, gets to the outside, cuts back inside. He's got, that's going to be a holding. Bentley Bernard. That's going to be holding on the Hawks, and I saw that one coming a mile away. As soon as it happened, I'm like, yep, that's a holding. So that'll back the Hawks up 10 yards. So they will have 1st and 20 from the 29. They got to make it to the 9-yard line in order to keep this drive alive. And there's the snap. Cowell's got room to run. He'll be taken down with his shoulder. That was a hit. Mr. Jefferson was Mr. Jefferson still celebrated, even though, you know what, you got to respect it. He celebrates when you praise him, and he celebrates when he just got told he got popped. You know what? That's just pure being a kid. I'm going to enjoy my moment. And you know what? That's what youth football should be about right there. Mick being blitzed, gets to the outside, and Mick doesn't go down. Mick is having to be escorted out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Holding on the Hawks, and let me say this. That blitz is doing its job there. It may not be resulting in a sack, but guess what? On the blitz, that's where the holding's coming from, and it's backing them up 10 yards. PA announcer called it 2nd and St. Augustine. But no, I mean right there, that's backing the offense up 10 yards. It may not be the loss of down, but Mick in the gun. Mick rolling left. Fires. That's intercepted. Intercepted. And there's pushing and shoving after the play. So this will be interesting. This is a big call here. The interception is going to stand regardless. But did they get the first person shoving or the reaction? Because there was some pushing and shoving going on between a few players. Dead ball, delay of game on the offense, or on the Hawks. So in one of the very few instances, the referees caught the initial aggressor first and called the penalty. Casey Jackson says, "Let's go Brantley." Knowles under center. Knowles hand off to the right and pick up a couple of yards. Second down. You know who I haven't seen in the backfield yet? Aaron Shore. Shore was picking up loads of yards there in the first half, and have not seen him in the backfield since. I hope he's okay. I loved watching the young man run the football. And that will be the end of the third quarter, and Aaron Shore was in the backfield. So we are heading to quarter number 4. This is going to be an exciting one. Not going to want to miss this action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
All right. Thank you to Devon Dudley for bringing us back. Legendary 23-time tag team champion as he gets prepared to wrestle in his final match. And those are his words. His words. This is going to be his final match of. So for one last time, we'll get a chance to hear the words, Devon, get the tables. Coming up in October, he'll be wrestling in his final match with Bubba Ray against the Hardys in a ladder match. And offsides on the Hawks. Knowles under center. He's going to give it off to Shore. Shore gets to the outside. Aaron Shore gets a stiff arm. Turns the corner. Aaron Shore down the sideline and brought down by Jefferson Jr. Jefferson Jr. with a touchdown saving tackle. Because Aaron Shore was picking up speed, and he was zooming down the sideline. Kuda's line up again tight. Aaron Shore there in the backfield. And they're going to try to push the quarterback. And through the middle of that Hawks defense, they push number 1, Mr. Knowles, Brantley Knowles. Or no, Benjamin Knowles. Sorry, Benjamin Knowles. And there's a Cuda with an equipment issue. There's the handoff. Oh, he popped out. How in the world did he pop out of that one? Number 24 escorted him out. That's Tyson Berry. Aaron Shore is fighting. And, again, that's a running back. I love watching him. I love watching Aaron Shore just run the football. He's got heart. He's got tenacity. Brantley Cameron. That's who Brantley is. All right. Benjamin Knowles hands off to Shore. Aaron Shore taken down. Might have picked up a yard on a play. Fourth and 2 for the Cudas with 7:25 left to go here in the game. This is a big call right here. Benjamin Knowles brings the call to the huddle. Number 44 checks into the game. That's another big body. Bentley Bernard. And they're going to try to push it forward. This is a big... Oh, my gosh, what a stop. What a call by the Hawks defense. What a stop. You talk about wanting to win the line of scrimmage, but you want to talk about winning the line of scrimmage, that's exactly what you need to do in order to stop that. And the Hawks, the low man always wins, and the Hawks got lower and won the strength of the line there. And timeout called by the Hawks, and I think the Hawks want to make sure everyone understands the assignments here. 6:41 left to go as the SEC on CBS is played over New Smyrna Beach Sports Complex, and you know, we don't get a chance to hear that anymore because it's the Big Ten. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Best thing about hearing that, though, is now I don't have to hear Gary Danielson all the time. Amber Nelson, let's go Martinez. Lexi Bexey, way to go defense. Great job, Hawks, number 32. Well, Dustin, I can say this. Kudos have had a lot of success with that. Just I don't know that I like the play call. And there's number 24 in the Wildcat trying to get around. Gets around, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That is Tyson Berry on the carry. Wyatt Brewer on the tackle. On the exception of 2 plays, Aaron Shore has been getting, now I think his average is probably down to 3 yards a carry, but still you needed 2. And they come out in the Wildcat, and here's Barry. Barry going where there is no blockers, and, well, he got taken down a free shot. Number 53 on the tackle in the backfield. That's Connor Camardo. And Camardo with a big play in the backfield. Number 9 is going to the outside. Number 9, there he goes, down the sideline. And he was pushed out of bounds on a touchdown saving push. Jefferson Jr. with an excellent run down the sideline, and that is a huge gain and one the Hawks needed badly. 5:05 left to go here in the game. An official's timeout for a water break. 5:05 left to go here in the game. Jefferson Jr. just puts the Hawks in great field position. Can they score again? Or can they just milk the rest of the clock? Personally, I think another score seals this game. One more score seals the game. And look, we're here in Volusia County, which has been home to a lot of players who played on Saturdays and Sundays. So it's only right that you play the Monday Night Football, because guess what? Statistically, someone on this field could be seen in the NFL, whether it be from a New Smyrna Cudas organization or from a SUNTREE VIERA Hawks organization. You just never know. But statistically speaking, look, don't underestimate the small counties here in Central Florida. Everyone wants to talk about Duval. Everyone wants to talk about Dade County. And listen, rightfully so, but don't leave out Brevard. Don't leave out Volusia and Seminole. Five minutes left in the game. And number 24 is trying to get something going there and not able to get much of anything. Gilmore comes in for the Cudas and makes the tackle. Second and 12 here. And there's 5 yards. And so that'll be a free 5 yards that will now bring up second down. Second down and about 6. Liam Mick gets outside. And he'll get about a yard. Kai Farmer is in concussion protocol. He suffered a concussion last week against the Palm Bay Rockets. So for now, Liam Mick is your QB2, now bumped up to QB1. Mick under center. And drops the ball. Now he gives off to the big man, and the big man not able to get much of anything. That play was bumbled from the snap. That was Jamar Cowell, who and the only reason I'm able to report that information is because it was put publicly out there on social media. Typically, we don't report on injury information, but when it's been publicly put out there, then that's the only time we ever hear BSN report injury information. Timeout called by the Hawks as it's 4th and 4. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, the Cruise Coach, Rich Brzezinski, and Limitless Travel. I'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics. I'd like to thank Space Coast Lacrosse. I'd like to thank Uberzati. Uberzati's always been a huge sponsor of the Brevard Sports Network since day one. Also would like to thank Dean Stewart Photography. I'd also like to thank the New Smyrna Beach organization here. 4th and 3. This is a huge one. Mick in the gun. And that's a free 5 yards. And that'll give the Hawks a first down with 2:05 left to go in the game. Unless I'm not going to say anything to jinx nobody. Mick has wide open green grass to run, trying to stay in bounds. And they're going to say Liam Mick took a shot there. And Mick is going to, looks like he's going to walk towards the sideline. But he's staying in. That's a tough kid right there. Timeout on the field for New Smyrna Beach. 1:47 left to go in the game. If the Cudas want a chance, they've got to force a turnover very soon. And again, I'd like to continue thanking everyone. I thank the New Smyrna Beach organization for being so kind and allowing the Brevard Sports Network to be here and broadcast. For anyone that knows BSN, we don't just show up and broadcast. We always ask for permission, make sure that we're not stepping on anybody's toes, make sure everyone's happy, And the moment I called Mr. President, Mr. Zach, his first was, yes, we love what you do. Come on down. If there's room in the press box, feel free to take a spot. There was room. I took a spot, and the PA announcer's been so kind to me. He's been awesome over the last couple of days. Again, it's been fun talking ball with him. So here we go. First and goal from the 6. And there's the inside handoff. And Jamar Cowell. And right now all he's doing is eating up clock. Coming up on a minute and a half left to go here in this one. $1:20 left to go in the game. The Hawks trying to put a Natwick Insurance score on the board. Putting those insurance points. Mick under center. And Mick going to roll around, and Mick will get launched forward to about the 2 or 3 yard line. And you can tell right now, Mick is not 100%, but he's not. If you think he's coming out of this game, you are out of your mind. His father is a Brevard County sheriff. Here we go. Big play right here. 3rd and goal. 10 seconds left. Number 15. And he will be called short. And guess what, folks? That's going to be the ball game. And the SUNTREE VIERA Hawks take a 6-1 victory as an organization. They take a 6-0 victory here in 14U. What a great game and a half we've had today. Great day of football yesterday. Thank you to everyone who's hung out with me today. I'm Caleb Brown from every one of us here at Brevard Sports Network and affiliated with both of these organizations. Thanks for watching. Have a great sports weekend and enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend.